All right, y'all. It's your boy Tobias here with What Now? We the Michigan game. They booing the Michigan State fan right now. We up 13-7. But we'll let y'all know. It may be different at the halftime. I don't know. But you heard it here first. Go Blue. We'll see y'all later.
How would you evaluate your season?
I think we ain't done yet.
For you personally?
I think we ain't done yet.
Marcus.
Wow. Michigan at the 41. What a hit! Ball's free on the ground. South Carolina deserves to have it, and they do. Oh, and a left hand. Sends Fonseca down. Flat on his back. It's over. Irving and Curry. One-on-one. Irving puts it up. It's good. Kyrie Irving from downtown. Center field. Did he get it? Did he get it? Walk-off slam. Call it, take it quickly. Origi.
This is sick. Put this to music. I don't think he stepped out either. That may be the greatest catch I've ever seen.
Welcome to an all-new episode of What Now, where we debate the hottest sports topics, dissect them, correct them, and give them to you from our perspective. I'm Jamie, and here with me is Reed, Tobes, Malin, and Jalen.
What up, gang?
Got this lamp set up, so I'm feeling pretty good, you know.
What now, gang?
The light shining off.
Look good, feel good. It's golden
That's pretty
hour
good.
for
I like
you
that.
right
I
now.
like that.
Golden hour. I might be replacing Tobias as the next fake light skin.
Hey.
I'm logging off.
You never.
Can we start
Hey,
the recording?
I'm all authentic, man.
I need to feel better in y'all skin.
Oh, I do. I was just trying to tell him he needs to accept the darkness. He needs to
You want to
accept.
be light skinned.
I said I'm a
Like,
dark peanut butter.
No, you didn't. You said caramel. Do not play.
Caramel.
Earlier,
All
you
right,
talking
same
about
thing.
something, I'm just a little darker peanut butter than my dad. No.
What?
You dark. No.
Oh man.
All right. Before y'all
Jamie
get
is
on
fed
my
up.
nerves, before we get started, make sure y'all like and subscribe to our YouTube channel, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Follow our Instagram at whatnow.on.omni. Check out
Comment,
the TikTok. Rate
share,
5 stars.
Mm-hmm.
subscribe.
Tell your friends. Tell your mom.
Tell everybody.
Hide your kids, hide your wife.
That too.
No, let them watch the show.
Yeah, let them watch the show. Put them in a room and turn the laptop on.
All episodes.
All of them.
We got about
All right.
25 episodes.
Let's get into it. First topic, I'm gonna get my timer out too. First topic is mainly for Reek and Tobias, since y'all are very opinionated on this one. Why don't y'all go ahead and tell us why Joe Burrow is overrated?
Tyreek, you started.
No, you go ahead first. No, you put the topic. You start first.
Hey.
On you. Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay.
Let it out.
Say
Let
it
it
right
out.
now. Joe Burrow is overrated. Did we not see what he did against who was it? I'm sorry. Denver.
Who,
Was it
they
Denver?
just played?
Yeah,
The Browns?
the Browns. Excuse me.
Browns.
Thank you, Browns. He's the Cleveland Browns. Joe Burrow had 103 passing yards, an interception, and a fumble 3.5 quarters in. And this is y'all. This is y'all's goal. He's still on the same level as Lamar Jackson. He's better than Lamar. He's better than Justin Herbert. After all that,
I was hoping you wasn't gonna say that name.
I'm talking about all the young. Let me just talk. I'm talking about all the young quarterbacks here. All right, he's up to that level. No, he's
No.
not.
You know that
Joe
was already
Burrow,
in his
he's not
head.
done anything special. Joe Burrow. Let's get this straight. Last season, he did not win. The Bengals did not win their way to a Super Bowl. Other teams lost. There's a difference. There's mistakes made. They should have lost to Oakland. That's what they should have been out. That field, I mean, it's just terrible coaching and all that. Joe Burrow is just not. He's just not it. He's not it. Yes, I'll give y'all. All y'all probably about to attack me right now. I'll give you. He has the stats. He has the stats. But look at his air raid yards. How far he's thrown the ball. Look at the yak yards that Jamar Chase has. Come on now. They just throwing the ball. Jamar Chase, he's doing all of it. There's nothing special. Mahomes has a special little sidearm. Josh Allen, he's a physical and talented runner. You know, he's got a little swagger to him and everything. Lamar Jackson, I'm not even going to Lamar. You know what Lamar can do. Justin Herbert has the absolute cannon for an arm right now. What does Joe Burrow
I'm
have?
sorry.
Joe Shiesty, he has the shades with the turtleneck.
He got swag, my boy.
Swag, okay, swag. But what's his Madden swag rating is 99. Oh, congratulations. He's overrated. Y'all need to start believing that.
I agree.
I
with,
never didn't believe
So
that.
is he mid?
No, he's not mid. I won't give him mid. I won't give it. He's a good quarterback, but he's not who y'all think he is. You keep talking about, oh, he's got this Brady-esque thing about he's gonna be next Tom. No, stop that. That needs to be killed now. No. Brady would never.
The way y'all talked about how Herbert's overrated is really how y'all should be saying Joe Burrow's overrated. But
yeah, exactly.
I'll leave that alone.
Thank you, Malin. Thank you, Malin.
I actually agree with that. I agree
Can we
with that.
stop
Thank you.
talking about?
You're right. We're not
Justin
gonna talk
I'm
about.
sorry.
this forever.
That's why I said I'll leave that alone.
I ain't got time for that.
Listen.
I ain't got time to be upset right now.
I judge. I know y'all want to say Herbert. Stop talking about Herbert, but I judge Herbert and Burrow the same way. So Tobias, I agree with most of what you said. So to stick with Joe Burrow, he's never, ever since I don't know how he was in high school or nothing like that, but ever since college, he was never good unless he had just all pro receiving unit. Ohio State, he was mid. He got to LSU when he had Jamar Chase.
Beat out Ohio State.
Yeah, he got to LSU. And obviously, he did really well. His first season with the Bengals.
Got hurt at Ohio State, but go ahead.
Yeah, but he still wasn't playing.
I gotta throw it out
the
there.
Burrow we know now. His first season with the Bengals, he got hurt mid-season, yes, but his first 6-7 games, however many games he played, he didn't look that good. When he finally got his all talent receivers last year, they only went like 10-6. And they should have, the Steelers, who, as bad as the Steelers were, should have won the division. Or not, I wouldn't say should have, but they could have won the division. The Ravens didn't win just because they got hurt. The Ravens were first seed until all their players until Lamar got hurt, I should say specifically. They fluked their way to the Super Bowl. They shouldn't have beat the Chiefs. They did, but they shouldn't have. And then this year you could just see they're just not the same team. They're back to what they are known to be, a sorry organization. And then you see without Jamar Chase, Burrow just goes straight mid. I don't know what that was.
Who got
on Monday?
Sorry, but he got beat by Mitchell Trubisky, Jacoby Brissett, and Cooper Rush. This y'all GOAT quarterback?
Who are you talking
I'm talking to all the fans, all the Joe Burrow fans. I know they
fans.
listen. I know they listening right now. Yes,
I'm not a Joe Burrow fan, so.
Yeah.
So
I'm not gonna lie, I do like Joe Burrow, but I was saying in the off season that last season was a fluke. So this is just making me look good.
Yeah. And I also want to say,
did you say that, Malin?
oh yeah, I was. You can go back. I was one of the main ones that said it. It was really me. It was me when Nordy was on. It was really me and Tobias on that.
Time out, bro.
nah, because me and Reek always been on the me and Reek always been on the
Bro.
train.
I don't know about
I
that.
said last year was a fluke, and I was talking. Remember how I was talking about how the only reason they went is because, like Tobias said, other teams lost it and their defense stepped up in the playoffs.
He did. You did.
Yeah,
I remember that. You did.
I'm just about to start writing my takes down because
I got
be
you.
acting
You
like
did.
I don't be saying my stuff.
Oh, one more thing we gotta say
some
because
episodes.
I know the fans right now probably jumping out their seat. They're gonna talk about the offensive line. Let's get this straight. You can scheme around a bad O-line. Joe Burrow's getting the ball out quick. Y'all remember last year he was getting the ball out quick. And then finally, when he faced a decent secondary, the LA Rams, a really good secondary, he couldn't get the ball out as quick. And when he did, had to be screens. It had to be short slants. And Jamar Chase had to do everything after that. Joe Burrow's
I'm gonna be honest. I got less of a problem with Joe Burrow and more of a problem with the Bengals fans. They get on my nerves, like big time. Like they get on my nerves more than Steelers fans do now. Last year, oh my goodness, I saw more Bengals tweets than I saw Ravens tweets, and my timeline should be filled with Ravens stuff. This year, I don't see near one Bengal tweet at all about nothing. Where did all y'all go? Huh? All that chit chat.
What is their record this year?
They like 4-4 now, I think.
Or 3-5, something like that.
I think 4-4. But like Tobias said, the teams who they lost to, it's just not good. Trubisky.
Yeah, they got bad losses.
They real
Brissett.
quiet.
And who are their wins against? Anyway, let me look it up.
It wasn't.
They torched a Falcon defense, a secondary who had no starters.
No starters.
Thank you.
And then that's when everybody was, oh, the Bengals are coming. The Bengals are coming. Joe Burrow this, Joe Burrow that. That's when all that started coming back. They beat the Falcons. Even if we were full strength, that wouldn't be a impressive win. For a Super
they wouldn't
Bowl
have that
team.
type of game if they're impressive win. They wouldn't.
Can I ask y'all too something? Where is he roughly in your top 10? You don't have to give me a specific
Now?
like
This year or
bottom
just in
half.
general?
I mean, just period, I guess.
It is bottom half because he's not top 5 right now.
No, because you got Tua playing at a high level. Yeah, I said
Is he
Tua.
like
Jalen Hurts.
He said, yeah, I said Tua.
Yeah, I said Tua. You've got who else? You've got
If we're talking about,
we got
we're talking
Lamar.
about,
Mahomes.
we're talking
Lamar.
about this year, he's not top 10.
No, he's not. He may be top 10, but like
He might be
low
like
top 10, like 8 or
8 through 10.
9. Yeah, 8,
I don't think he's top 10 if we're talking about this year. I say between somewhere
Really?
between 11 and 15. If we're talking about just this year. It might be might be just right outside, but I need to just look at the list
Yeah.
of quarterbacks.
There's
But I think
definitely
there's 10 quarterbacks better
6
than
to
him.
7 off dome that you can name
Yeah, for
that
sure.
are better than him.
For sure.
you
for
got?
sure.
At least this year.
Would you
So-
say?
I'm about to
Tobias?
say quickly. I say if you might got one, just name a
This
couple
if we're
off the
talking about this year,
in no
obviously-
order, no order.
obviously we got Mahomes and Allen.
Herbert, Lamar.
Herbert,
Mhm.
yes, right now, just because I think they're playing
Now, honestly,
similar.
playing kind of similar.
I'm with you.
I think they're
with
playing.
you.
I think they're playing similar, but the Chargers have a better record and a better wins, so I'll put Herbert above him.
You're not playing that
Chargers
well
are
right now. I'll give you that.
Huh?
I think the Chargers are underperforming to me.
They are.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. We're not gonna talk about them, but I'll bring that back up another day. Who else? Tua, like he said.
Tua,
is playing
Jalen
better.
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts is playing better.
Jalen Hurts. Yeah.
Slick is
Tyler, you
I
got
guess he can slide in right
Armstead.
there.
Nah, let me stop before I get chastised. I like
Say it.
that.
I'm gonna just say it.
I'm not gonna say it. No,
Say
I
it.
kind of like. This may be biased. I kind of like how Trevor Lawrence been playing lately. I kind of like it. Lately, he's been playing pretty good.
He's played
I got Joe
them
Burrow.
out of some wins though.
Yeah, he has. That's why I said I like the way he's been playing.
No, I say he's played them out of some wins.
You mean play them out on wins?
Period.
Like,
He means
losing
he played
the
them right
game.
into a
I mean,
loss.
he's losing them.
Hello.
That's why I said I'm biased. It could be me, but just from a little bit I've seen from him, I haven't watched the whole film on him. You know, I know I'm the double take T masked up in here. I'm the guru, but I haven't broken down his film yet and everything.
I said that I think one of my hot takes was the Jags was pushing for the playoffs or something like that. They're not, but I think he's playing well this year too. But to go back
They
to
would have
the
won Sunday. They would have been.
yeah, it's just, and their division is sorry, so they should be better.
Just can't get it together.
Yeah.
They're just that's just like the Browns, bad organization. They just got a culture that's just not there. But more quarterbacks, I think Geno's playing better than Joe Burrow.
Yeah, thank you for saying that.
I think
Yeah, Geno. Yeah, for sure.
it's Jacoby
Danny
Brissett.
Dimes.
Yeah, Daniel Jones is playing better than Joe Burrow right now.
Wait,
Shoot,
are you
Kirk
sure
Cousins?
Brissett's playing better than Burrow?
I mean,
Are playing as good.
The Browns
It's
play
not a
good,
crazy
bro.
question. It's not out of the
I
way.
think
but
it's even. It's close. I think it's close.
2-minute
Because
warning.
But he
Also-
outplayed him on Monday for sure.
Brissett's also don't have as many. That's not true. That's not true. They got weapons over there too.
Not as many as the Bengals.
They do. If you
They
think
don't have
about
a
running
trio.
backs-
They have a better
backs and
running.
stuff.
They have a better running backs, but like in terms of receivers, no.
Well, the
It's just
Bengals don't even use their running back. He's good. Like a bunch of other teams would be glad to have Joe Mixon. I don't even
Exactly.
know why they don't use him.
They just
like
stole.
used to.
They stole him out the backfield. That's it. He's
Mhm.
just.
Whoever their offensive scheme is not it right now.
But anyway, Burrow should be playing better than what people have him ranked at. And I saw a list actually just recently, like today. They had Joe Burrow like number 4
Yeah.
quarterback ranking today.
A lot
Incorrect.
of people don't have him outside the 5.
Yeah, which is crazy.
Let me-
Everybody's looking at last year.
Let me play devil's advocate here, real quick. Joe Burrow is a system quarterback. So as a system quarterback, I will
That's
say
why
he's
they
doing
compare
pretty
him
good.
to Brady.
He's doing really good as a system quarterback. I'll give him that. But that's why I don't think he's the most talented in the league right now. There's nothing about him that just pops off the screen. Like it's a simple pass. It's not like Mahomes Mahomes falling to the ground. He's in there throwing sidearm and stuff, or Lamar jukes somebody up, or Justin Herbert throws a deep cannon, or even Aaron Rodgers and stuff. It's nothing special that Joe Burrow's doing. He's just very efficient. Good decision maker.
Ooh, this is a good question, Connor. Do y'all see the next couple years for Joe Burrow going like how it went for Jared Goff a couple years ago? Remember, he was the top system quarterback, went to the Super Bowl and everything, and then they replaced him.
No, because Jared Goff makes just god awful decisions.
They were winning in spite of Goff, to be honest. Yeah. Like Goff would turn the ball over way too many times.
And last year it wasn't in spite of Joe Burrow, but like Joe Burrow wasn't up and beyond carrying him.
I think Burrow's better. Burrow's better.
He has been turning the ball over lately a lot this year. He has.
And also the Goff's defense was really good too. So I think the team carried Goff more than the team is carrying Joe Burrow. Joe Burrow has some part of getting him to the Super Bowl. Goff was just like
he was there.
Yeah, he was like a little better Jimmy G. He's like a little better Jimmy G.
Head-to-head matchup, 49ers and Bengals. You think Joe Burrow just up or beyond playing, going to outplay Jimmy G?
Right now? Wait, who? He said, say that again.
Garoppolo versus Burrow. You think Burrow's just going to outplay him just like?
Yeah, I think Burrow's better than Garoppolo.
I think Burrow will outplay him, but I think
by a lot?
I think the Niners have just...
Are you saying Jimmy G that sorry, or are you trying to say Burrow is better than what you were saying earlier?
Nah, Jimmy G's that sorry.
I don't think he's that bad.
No, Jimmy G's not that bad.
He's competent, but he's just like
he's a top 15.
He's a very good game manager.
Joe Burrow's a better version.
Is that not what you were just calling Burrow?
I wouldn't call Burrow game manager. I think Burrow's
Burrow
better.
Is like that, y'all. I think y'all.
All right.
Like...
So it seems as if we've digressed.
All right.
So let's percolate to the next topic.
Dang, as soon as my QB index loaded, we got to go to the next topic. I was about to talk.
Just now?
He's ready to go.
So now that the NFL, I'm so sorry. So now that the NFL trade deadline is done, I want to know who y'all think made the best move.
The Baltimore Ravens.
Okay, period. Tell
Sorry,
us about it.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but
tell us about it.
Man, that big old boy Roquan Swift, man, that's gonna shoot up that
Georgia
defense
boy.
like crazy. That boy Roquan, and not even just because of his player, but I think contract wise, it was good too, because I think we sent over a second and a fifth. But
Second value pickup.
Yeah, second and a fifth. He's on his last year, so we would have to either pay him. We would either have to pay him, like give him a big contract after this season, or if we don't, then we get a third round compensatory pick back. So basically, we just moved down from a second to a third and lost a fifth. So if we don't get him after this rental year, and then also we made the Bears pay for most of his contract so we can stay under the cap. Finesse.
Finesse.
Well, that's mine, man. Go Ravens. I'm excited again. I'm happy for us until we lose to the Saints on Monday. Then I'll be depressed again.
If y'all lose to the Saints, bro.
Better not lose to the Saints.
It's in the dome. The Saints always seem to give us a little trouble, though.
Hey, we got a misery club right now. Steelers are the captains of it. Welcome to join if y'all lose to the Saints.
We're not nowhere near y'all level.
Closer to your mic, bro.
Oh, sorry.
We're not nowhere near y'all level.
I said, if you hear me. Oh, did you hear? Okay, yeah. But we're the captains of the misery club right now. Anybody who wants to join, just send me an inquiry.
I'll jump out that boat years ago.
You and Miss Sue over here.
Yeah, no, we in the misery. Yeah,
you and Miss Sue.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's hockey season.
You enjoyed my Instagram post, Jamie?
Hey, but go.
We gotta catch a hockey game.
We do.
I think that'll be lit.
Up, baby.
I've never been in one.
Bolt up.
A Tampa Bay Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
All right, but who y'all got for the signings?
I don't think this is the best one, but I like Tobias. I like the Bears getting Claypool. I think it's a good move for Justin Fields and the future of the.
Good move for Field.
I'm about to call them the Cubs, the Bears. Yeah, I want to see all these young quarterbacks do well because they've been really underwhelming. So
Claypool is not that
fix
good.
your face.
But it's an upgrade.
It is.
It's definitely an upgrade. What? Quit making that face.
I know it's not an answer.
I prefaced it with not the best. I just like the move.
I mean, sure, anything is an upgrade to the Bears, but like,
exactly, it's not an answer. Like, it's not an answer to the problems, but it's definitely like a little
bro.
A gap, like, you know, a little filler.
All right, a little bit about Chase Claypool.
Duct tape.
He's living off of his very first game as a Steeler when he got caught 4 touchdown passes. He got all his hype on that one game and been riding on that ever since. I'll say it now. Tobias, you don't got to defend him. You're not in a team.
How good do you think we think Claypool is?
He's been
riding. Saying it's a good pickup.
Yeah.
I mean, anything would have been a good pickup for the Bears, though. That's what I'm saying.
They didn't do those things.
Huh? I mean, they could have got. I don't know.
Exactly.
I'm trying to think of somebody bad. They could have gotten them with an upgrade. Who else do they have?
It's a low value wide receiver.
Low risk.
Low risk. Like he's really good potential.
Just a little move.
But
get it going.
What they
George
give up?
Pickens WR1.
They gave up a second for him.
The worst.
Exactly. That is horrible.
He wasn't. Yeah, I mean,
you could have drafted a receiver first.
You are right.
With a second.
He's not worth a second. He's not. No, he's not worth a second.
The Steelers finesse them.
Not really.
Because the Steelers tanking anyway, so they're gonna have 30 picks in the first 2 rounds.
You might as well rack up them draft picks.
We
take them all.
I think the Bears trying to get this ball rolling. So
that's not the way to start.
That is the way to start. What do you mean?
You gotta chill.
That's literally the way to start.
How bad do you think Chase Claypool is, though?
I feel where you're coming from, though.
Yeah, like he moves the needle at all.
No,
do you think he's a below average receiver or something?
I don't mean, no, I think he's average. I just think for the Bears, it don't move the needle that much.
He ain't Adams or nothing, but
I mean, it's your pick. It's your pick.
All right. Well, do you think they could have found somebody just as good, if not better, in the draft?
I think they should have I think they just kept their pick and kept it moving. But go ahead, y'all go ahead. It's not a Chase Claypool topic.
Claypool, he's not. Oh, yeah. Let's keep moving. Get off Claypool. All right, Malin, you want to go?
Yeah, I'll go. I think it probably is the best move because it lines up with a lot that I said earlier in the season. TJ Hawkinson to the Vikings.
Once again,
y'all ain't say this yet.
What happened?
TJ Hawkinson to the Vikings. First off, the Vikings are what, like 6-1 or 7-1, something like that. And ain't nobody saying anything about it.
I think 6. Yeah, they being underrated for sure.
What does that do for them?
They're quietly doing that. That's the thing. Like, nobody's talking about them
because they're not in the limelight.
In the media.
Kirk Cousins hasn't been in the limelight yet.
Aaron Rodgers takes over that whole division. All he has to do is breathe, and somebody's going to write an article about whatever he got going on. So, like I said,
Karen Rodgers,
the Vikings winning the division, and this pickup just adds more fuel to the fire. When we're going to see these next couple weeks.
I said Justin Jefferson going to be Offensive Player of the Year.
Thank God, because my team needs that.
But Malin, I want to know, why is this such a huge pickup, like a tight end for not Detroit? I was about to say Detroit, the Vikings. Like, why?
Just
I feel like it's another security blanket, so Kirk Cousins can't play them out of the playoffs. You know what I mean? Give them another weapon, somebody else throw to.
That's really all they need.
They take Justin Jefferson away. Boom, got Hawkinson.
Okay, so you're not saying like this. Oh my God, like the Vikings are such a great team now. You're just saying it just helps the chance. Is that what you're saying?
Oh, it helps the chance. Like, see, I'm not like I predicted them to win the division, but I'm not on them like I'm on the Bills. Like I said, the Bills gonna win the Super Bowl.
I mean, I think it's really the only non-quarterback piece that they was missing on offense, to be honest with you. Now they can upgrade at quarterback, but Kirk Cousins will do for now. How their defense is solid too. I mean, they have a solid chance. The division sucks. I think it's a good pickup too. Do you know what they lost for it? I forgot. Like what they gave up to get him.
I did not see that.
All right,
I ain't gonna look it up. It's gonna take too long.
I'll look it up. Y'all can go ahead.
Hold on, I'm looking it up.
They need to trade.
Okay.
They need to get a quarterback. That's what they need.
Detroit sent TJ Hawkinson, a 2023 4th-round pick, and a 2024 conditional 4th-round pick to Minnesota for a 2023 2nd-round pick and a 2024 4th-round pick.
I don't know about that.
What?
Okay,
Yeah,
so it
that's-
seems
I
like
But that
bigger
seems like a
game
lot.
players.
That's a lot.
The Lions
Yeah,
are awful.
yeah, that's
First
terrible.
off,
I'm
come
not
on.
gonna lie.
Why are they trading in a division? This is supposed to be
That's
yeah.
what
They
I
just
want.
gave
Why are
them
they
players.
trading the
That's
division?
really it.
Yo,
I think that's giving up on the season. Definitely.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Yeah, that's what
they
it
think
is.
they in basketball trying to get Victor Wembanyama.
Yeah, like who are they tanking for?
I'm saying nobody coming out.
Who
My
are they tanking
goodness.
for? I guess
Yeah.
they just whoever the coaches say, you know what, we'll just do away with this year. Get
Highway
ready for next
robbery.
year. Yeah, for real.
Oh man. All right, that's cool. I like that one. Better than the Claypool one.
Claypool one wasn't that bad.
You don't like anything.
All right, but no, y'all know y'all. I'm surprised y'all didn't say it. There's two. Y'all know
I got
what I'm
one to
saying.
say.
Go
It's
ahead,
not a team
Jamie.
one though.
Jamie, you go.
I don't think this is necessarily good for a team. I mean, I guess it is, but I mean, I think I just kind of have like a winner and a loser, I guess, instead of like what the trade move is or the best move is. So I would say CMC won the trade deadline. Maybe not necessarily a team, but he sure did. He sure won.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for sure he did. He got
For
out.
sure.
He got out, and now he's got a lot better. Well, I mean, it's Jimmy G.
He's
but
got a lot
still,
of.
he's got a lot more around him.
He doesn't
as
have to
a
do as
whole.
much now.
And
Yeah.
Debo
And
has
he looked real good the other night too.
Yeah, I was about to say he
Play
was
yet.
having a field day.
Debo hasn't even played yet. The offense is gonna be like
Yeah.
nasty.
He
It's
looked
gonna be
real
nasty.
good.
If Jimmy G
Talk
don't
about
turn the
getting
ball
OBJ
over,
too.
Leave Jimmy G alone, bro.
I'm dead serious. If Jimmy G don't turn, he turned the ball over a lot. That's just one problem. If
played
he don't
good
turn the
game.
ball over, they can be really good.
Mhm.
They can
I
be,
mean, I had them going to the Super Bowl. I think I had them winning.
did you really?
I did. That's a
Oh,
rip,
Definitely make
but
it to the
Man,
I remember that.
they
at all,
should have got
too.
Justin Fields, man. Put Justin Fields on that team. Oh my
Top. All
god.
right. Okay.
got
My
the Colts
my
winning.
last one.
Okay.
You guys start talking crazy now. The last one that everyone should have said is the best for this player, and I believe it puts this player in this team in the position to actually compete for Super Bowl. Miami Dolphins, Bradley Chubb. Come
I
on,
knew
now.
you was about to say
Yeah,
that.
Bradley Chubb. Come on, that was a good one. First off, Bradley Chubb got off the that ride that Russ is trying to take them on. I don't know where he's taking them, but he got off that ride, and now he's
Oh,
on
about to crash.
yeah, exactly a team
He
that's
already
probably gonna be
crashed.
fighting.
What now? Let's ride.
What now? But yeah, Bradley Chubb. That's mine right there.
I mean, I like it too, but I think Roquan is better. Without even being biased, I think the Roquan one is better just because it just shores up the Ravens defense. Whereas as far as the Dolphins defense, it makes them better. The Ravens defense, I think, becomes elite with Roquan.
But the thing is, it's not a question. But the Ravens, their problem isn't talent at all. It's not talent. It's not any of that stuff. It's injuries. They just gotta stay healthy. That's been Ravens' biggest enemy for like the last 5 years.
That in the not
wrap
5
it up.
years.
I mean,
Is that in the offensive coordinator? That's
hey,
why
y'all want Matt Canada?
No,
Want Matt Canada?
I'll keep Greg Roman.
That's who the Pittsburgh Steelers should have traded. If I could have traded him, I'd have traded him in a hot second. Matter of fact, if there's any offensive coordinators right out there that are looking for a job, please contact me and I will put you on the line with Art Rooney. Matt Canada does not need to be coaching for the Pittsburgh Steelers. He's terrible. I don't know why. I've been tweeting it for the last 6
He got
weeks.
bad hands.
5
He
years.
ain't got good footwork. He ain't got a post
He's a
move to
bona
commit
fide
to.
scrub. He's not good. He's not a coordinator. He don't need to be coaching right now. He needs to be a QB coach, maybe a wide receiver coach, but he does not need to be coordinating offensive. They know what he is. He's offensive. He's not an offensive coordinator. He's offensive. That's what his play call is. It's offensive. It's offensive to watch. It is terrible. It's disgusting. Now next, sorry.
You
Yeah.
done?
Right.
Working
Now-
with
Yeah.
it, baby.
He got it out.
Bad. It's that bad. That bad.
I'm ready for you to
Alright.
let it out on the podcast. I'm not gonna lie.
It's that bad.
now that Tobias has done his thing, gotten it all out, gotten the demons out,
No,
Let's
I
go.
don't know about all that. Huh?
let's go ahead and move on. So based off what y'all have seen so far, I would like to hear y'all's NBA overreactions, and I'm going to go ahead and go first. Rap City, go Raptors, we're winning. I don't want to hear anything else.
Okay.
Okay, but y'all could actually talk.
The Raptors are doing better than expected.
Go
yes.
Raptors. Go Raptors. I told y'all.
The Raptors are doing better than
It's the
expected.
first 2
but
weeks of the league.
it's only 7 games in.
You said an
Only 4 and
overreaction.
3.
I'm
Only 4 and
overreacting.
3.
Go Raptors. Squaw.
enjoy your moment, Jamie. Enjoy it.
Yeah, please enjoy your little
enjoy
your 2
it.
months.
Enjoy
It's
it.
about to be gone.
Anyways, we can talk about the Raptors for a little bit though. They look good, or they look. You know what they remind me of? The Falcons. They are doing better than expected. The Eastern Conference is kind of all not looking too hot as a whole right now. So with the Raptors being there and playing better than expected, they're higher on the standings. But right now, I mean, the thing is, the Raptors got 82 games. The Falcons only got 17. So the Falcons can keep it up for 17. The Raptors probably can't keep it up for 82, unless the rest of the East is horrible. But
Leave the Raptors alone, man.
I can't speak my mind.
No, just let me have my moment. Let me be happy.
I said they're good right now, just like the Falcons.
Hey, chill.
Don't do that.
Hey, look at me.
I just want to know why we catch strays. We not bothering nobody.
I'm just making a comparison, bro. That's all. Anybody else will say anything about the Raptors?
No.
I'm sorry, Jamie. I can't hop on that train right now.
That's
right
not
now.
gonna be good, Jamie. We're sorry. They're not
That's
gonna be
okay.
good.
I'm gonna fly off on my
You
Raptors.
can have a
You'll enjoy.
competition with them and the Lakers to see who finished with a better record.
Oh, that's interesting.
Raptors might get them.
I mean,
Hey.
that could be your fun for the
You
season.
thought that was funny?
Hey, I'm just saying.
So you thought
The
Two
Raptors
teams
beat
with no
the Raptors beat the Hawks.
postseason. Hey, I'm not a Hawks fan. I'll put that out.
Nah,
I
you a
don't
Hawks
have an
fan.
NBA
You a
team. I
Hawks
don't have an
fan.
NBA team.
Well, hold on, time out.
I'm a fan of players.
The
Don't
Warriors are 3
Before
and
you say
5,
that.
sitting in 12th.
Before you say that,
Mr.
or-
Malin.
Since you already said it. My
Well,
overreaction is
that's my
all of our
team for
picks
the
are
for the
wrong.
podcast, the Warriors, because that's who I play with on 2K. But look, just like y'all said, how good the Raptors are doing.
Oh man.
That is
That's like-
not a good.
What?
Because I played them on 2K.
Like, no, let me clarify that. I've been playing with them on 2K since they had Harrison Barnes, David
2K.
Lee, all them. I've been playing with them before they was winning championships, like 2K12. I've been on the train, but that's not my favorite team. I don't have a team to follow in the NBA.
Oh, this man acting like.
No,
he
y'all
done
made me pick a
switching up.
team.
Nah, Malin switching up now. He's
Hawks,
switching
like,
up
for
now.
For the podcast, I said I'll go for the Warriors.
All right, so don't act like you're not gonna be a Warriors fan now. Now that
I am
All right,
riding
all
for
right,
my
all
Raptors. You can
All
ride
right.
for your 12th seed Warriors.
Go ahead,
But
Jalen.
like I was about
Hold
to
up in
say,
here.
it's on the first week of the season. Look, y'all already
Jalen,
know
go.
it's happening.
Jalen, don't shake your head at me one more time.
All right. I don't really have an overreaction, but I'm kind of surprised that all of our picks look wrong. Through the first few weeks,
right.
all of our picks look wrong. Other
Mine
than
looks-
Jamie, literally.
Hey, all right.
Mine
And
looks good.
whoever picked the Bucks, but
Mm.
the Warriors are 3 and 5. The
Oh, I
Lakers are
picked the
4 and
Bucks.
5. The Mavs are 3 and 3.
Nobody picked the Lakers, by the way. I just want. I know
I'm
you
just
probably think
saying,
I
all
picked
of the
them.
teams that
I
we
ain't
bet-
picked them.
Looking at the Eastern Conference Finals, I mean not finals, but the Eastern Conference, the Celtics was 4 and 2. The Bucks are actually 6-0. They're only under.
And y'all laughed at me for choosing the Celtics.
I don't think it's sustainable. The Sixers are 4 and 4. The Heat are 3 and 5. The Nets are 2 and 6. It doesn't look good for me there. Like I don't know. It's a lot of drama going on this year.
So what's your overreaction?
My overreaction. That the Nets and the Lakers I could make the playoffs. That's my overreaction. I wouldn't be surprised if the Lakers don't make the playoffs, but it's gonna break my heart if the Nets don't.
The
Not
Lakers won their championship. What was that? Sunday. They won their first game. That's all we needed, baby.
Hey, you saw him high-fiving and celebrating?
Yeah, that's all we
Man,
needed.
That was bad.
That
We
game
go.
was good though. Like it made me feel good. Like dang, they finally did something right.
We can go 1-81. We got a dub, bro. That's all that matter. My overreaction is kind of my take. The Pelicans are gonna go to the Western Conference Finals. They look good. I just want
Pelicans are a sleeper team, man.
I just want somebody to say that I was right.
Do you think they'll
No.
go far?
Yes, they go to the Western Conference Finals.
Oh, I thought you. My bad. I thought you said.
Just say I was right.
No.
Just say that. Just somebody
No.
say that, please.
No,
Just say it.
I was
Like
with-
it's not
I was
that
with you the
hard.
whole time. I was with you the whole time.
they're gonna make it out the West.
All right, so
Not Western Conference Finals. I don't think they're going that far, but
You think Zion? You really high on Zion right now, aren't you?
damn, it's nice.
yeah, I'm high on
Seeing
Zion.
walking,
He's
hey,
nice.
hey, that man was rocking the whole court. Walking, he was like this.
I mean, the
Puncturing
one
holes when you come
the
back
one
down.
full year he played, he averaged what was he, the 27 or 29? One of them.
27 on like 60%.
Yeah, I'm like, bro, that
All
boy,
layups.
nobody can stop him. Nobody can stop him.
Yeah, he looked. My overreaction. Can we do all right for overreactions? Does it have to be this year or can it be extended?
Do what you want, my boy.
As long as you don't go backwards, we good.
I
Yeah.
think Luca is going to enter GOAT talk in 2 years.
Oh, I'm not doing this.
Wait, all right. Before you even get started,
Hey, man, about to jump off the screen. It's overreaction.
but all right, so it's overreaction, but are you basing that off of what you've seen so far this year? Is that what you're saying?
He's having fun out there. He's
See,
having fun. Like that's
he's
the
doing
first
great,
sign.
but
That's
his
the
team
first
sucks.
sign of greatness. When you're having fun out there on the court, this man is making up moves we never seen before in our lives. He's having fun out there. Just like comparing this to Mahomes and all them. Mahomes already talking about him. He could be a GOAT in the future because he's having fun out there. LeBron has fun out there.
No. No.
LeBron.
No.
The LeBron comparison is killing me. Like, stop saying
I'm not even gonna
Think
talk
about it.
about
Back in the Heat days, LeBron was having fun. That's
I'm not
what
even
Luka's have right now.
What?
Luka's making everybody around him
Bro, he was in
better.
GOAT talk way before
He's
he
making
got to
everybody around him better. Of course, okay, they're 3-3. Okay, they're 3-3. But they love playing for Luka, and Luka loves playing with them.
there's a difference between an overreaction and just talking out the side of your mouth.
Bro, you don't like my overreaction? It's an
That's
overreaction.
terrible, twin.
It's
You said-
overreaction. Now, of course, I
You
don't
should
have,
have said this for a hot take.
I don't now. Just hear me out. I don't have the stats. I don't have anything. But this is just me.
I'll give
It's
it to you.
a gut feeling I got. Sometimes you just gotta go with your gut. You know what I mean? You go with your
All right,
gut.
so what is your gut? Why is your gut telling you that? Other than him having fun.
That's it. Him having fun. I see. My eyes. I'm like, Luka's nice. Luka's kind of nice. You're like, oh, he's doing some wild stuff. And then on top of that, I did pick them to make the finals this year. I do think this is the year that they finally break through. They've been getting close. Every year for what, the past 2-3 years.
They haven't been close.
Yeah,
They got close last year.
they
Then they get swept. Then they get
Yeah.
swept.
They got tired.
Or I think they got one game.
They didn't get swept. They got
They
tired.
lost in the second round last year.
They got
I thought
tired.
they got to the conference finals. Then they
They
play the
got-
Warriors.
They got tired.
I
Was
thought
it them?
I thought it was
Right.
Memphis that got to the.
No, I think the Memphis beat them.
They beat
the
Memphis, didn't
second
they?
round. The Warriors beat Memphis in the second round. And
Mavs
then-
beat the Suns, right?
Yeah, Mavs beat the Suns.
Yeah,
and-
Because they call
36,
Booker
9, and
Luka's
8.
son.
Yeah, because how Luka was smiling that book. Yeah,
They called him his son.
They beat him by like 50 or 60.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, that's the best.
Luka right now is averaging 36, 9 rebounds and 8 assists.
Why'd you compare him to Mahomes?
I was just saying he's
Because
having
he's
fun. He's
having
having
fun out
fun.
there. He's making up
Hey,
things that we've never seen before.
Hey, you have to mock
Which
me
isn't
like
true.
that. Hey.
Listen, Mahomes.
Shut up, Malin. Hey, why you stop instigating, bro? You boosted it up. Don't entertain it.
Mahomes.
All
The only
right.
reason Mahomes is somewhat in a GOAT talk.
Who?
Mahomes. I don't think he's in GOAT talk yet.
But that's football. We talking
But
about
the only reason I think he's somewhat in a GOAT talk is because he's already accomplished things.
well, then this year will be the year that Luka accomplishes things.
He would need to win
I got-
MVP
I
and win
got
a Super
Luka-
Bowl.
He's going
I
to
got
win
Luka
MVP.
winning
I mean,
MVP
He's
this
going
year.
to
Finals.
MVP this year.
He's the first Mav ever to start 3 games with 30 points.
The first Mav.
Yes.
Ain't even Dirk didn't do that.
I mean, that wasn't
you
really.
talking about one of the greatest scorers ever, bro. Like, Luka's
My
not-
overreaction.
I just told you his stats. He's going crazy. I got
My
you.
overreaction
But
sounds
GOAT talk is
better and better. It's sounding better and better.
Especially in 2 years. There's
Yeah,
no.
that's what got
Yeah,
me.
2 years is what threw me off. Like
And-
maybe like 4 or 5?
Seven.
No.
Or like that
No,
even still hard to say.
13, 14.
He's only 23 years old right now.
Kareem is not even in GOAT talk anymore.
That's even a better. Thank you for saying he's 23.
We can't say that. We can't say that.
We're not going there.
No,
We're not going there.
No. Tyreek, I agree with you right there. Yes.
There's only 2
Of
people
course
in the
you
GOAT
do.
talk.
You don't agree with. I don't know what you agree with.
Tim
Tobias, but
Duncan.
Come on, Reed. You know.
Oh yeah, never mind. You
No,
discredited. You
Reed
said Tim Duncan.
He
That was
said
bad.
that.
No,
That was
I did
wild.
not say that.
I'm glad that y'all brought that up.
I did not
Because
say
I'm on
that.
the pod now. And when y'all disrespect Tim Duncan like that, don't do that.
It's on
anymore.
TikTok.
Tim Duncan is not better than
Don't do that
Kobe.
no
He's
more.
not better than Kobe.
He's not better than Kobe.
He's not.
Their resumes are literally identical.
It don't matter. He's not better.
No.
What do you mean it doesn't matter?
If you have to pick between Tim Duncan and Kobe, I don't care the playing styles. On your team, who you picking?
Tim
It's
Duncan.
only Tim Duncan, bro. What are you
But
talking about?
y'all lying, bro.
He's just
Y'all
not
lying.
flashy. He's just not flashy.
Man,
That's all
no.
it is. That's
Y'all
all it
building
is.
around-
They're
y'all building-
literally almost the
With
same
the
player
first
with 2 different
overall
positions.
pick, y'all picking Kobe over Tim Duncan. Quit lying.
I'm picking Kobe personally because I would rather get a guard. But I'm not mad at somebody picking Tim Duncan.
I am, because that's just wild. It's wild. Tim
Yo,
Duncan
y'all
is a Hall of
tripping,
Fame
bro.
player, but him and Kobe comparison, that's just
All right, it's time.
Like
for
I
something
don't have a problem with you putting Kobe up there. I just have a problem with you saying
Y'all just
how
disrespect
far apart Tim
Like
Duncan
he
is
does-
from Kobe.
Like he doesn't have 3 rings in 3 different decades.
And he's beat Kobe
Tim
multiple
Duncan-
And
times.
beat Kobe. Like, what do you mean?
Tim Duncan on the Lakers would have been completely different. I think Kobe would have been the same anyway.
All right. Well,
Between the guard and the forward, it's hard to compare.
That's what I'm saying. Like
We can't have this conversation right now.
We can
Oh,
talk.
but my
we gonna be here for a
NBA
long
overreaction
time.
before we move on.
Yeah.
Before we move on, my NBA overreaction is that the Nets they'll end the season in the top 3 seed in the East. I think they got Steve Nash out the way, and I think them boys, KD and Kyrie, just about to go do what they want and hoop.
Wow. So
So
Jalen got two
that's
options.
more.
4 points the other night.
So
bro.
that's a hot take because overreaction means you're basing it off of something and they really haven't shown anything yet. So I think that's more of a hot take, but I like it. I mean, I disagree, but I like it.
So by your logic, I had the best overreaction on the show. Right?
Huh?
I gotta move
I had the best
Surprise.
overreaction.
I'm
Then.
still going.
No, you have a hot take. Well,
That's
well,
overreaction.
yours was just crazy. Mine
Yeah.
Yeah,
overreaction.
yours is like on fire, bro.
It was great.
I mean, mine's gonna come true. So I don't
We will see.
It's
We'll
not.
come back to this in like 3 weeks.
write it down. All right, let's move on.
It's not.
So as we all know, well, I guess it wasn't. It was 2 nights ago now. 2 nights ago?
Wait,
Mhm.
about what?
Oh no, yeah, it was
College
last. It was
football.
last night.
No,
Oh.
when this comes out,
2
it'll be
nights
2
ago.
nights ago.
Yeah, 2 nights ago.
So, as we all know, the college football playoff rankings came out. Now, if y'all listen to this podcast, I think y'all kind of know how we feel about the rankings committee at this point, but I'm just going to go ahead and period. I'm going to go ahead and say our top 6 here because I feel like that's I'll say the top 10. I'll say the top 10
say
just
10.
because
Yeah, 10's
it has
ridiculous.
potential to be shaken up. So, we've got 1, Tennessee, 2, Ohio State, 3, UGA, 4, Clemson. So those are the teams that are in today. And then 5, Michigan, 6, Bama, 7, TCU, 8, Oregon, 9, USC, and 10, LSU. So I know we all have some thoughts. So I would like to keep this as kind of organized as we
Who wanna attack it?
can.
Who wants to
Let me-
take this?
let me go first because I know y'all college football gurus gonna go at it. I just want to say I've been vouching for Ohio State to be number 1 all year because I just think we've been playing better than Georgia. They finally put us over Georgia, but then they have Tennessee jump over both of us. How does that make any sense? Does that make any sense to anybody else, or is that or am I just crazy? Huh?
It makes sense.
It makes sense. So
Because
Ohio
they-
State over Tennessee.
They're
makes sense.
undefeated and they got the best win of the year.
Ohio.
But we're blowing out
Actually,
everybody.
actually, no. Reek got a point here because Tennessee, they were in a dogfight with Pittsburgh and Florida. Let's not forget about that. They're
Who
only
blew up-
you take away the Alabama win, they're not a clear number 1. Even if they came close, they're not even in the top 5 at that point. They lose
barely
Alabama.
beat them.
No.
Yeah, no, they're not. No, they're not.
And we
Nah,
they
destroyed
are.
Penn State, which is top.
They're
top
over
10,
Clemson even
top
if they
15.
don't beat
Thank you
Bama.
for pulling that up. I'm pull up on my Michigan boys. I'm gonna pull that up later. But thank you for saying that. But anyways, let's look at Tennessee's record just for a hot second because
Right now, I think Tennessee should be number one at this moment.
You have to remember
At this
that
moment,
they're
they're playing.
They also factor in strength of schedule. So yeah, they may have had some dogfights, but you have to compare the strength of schedule at this point.
Right.
And Tennessee, I mean, they're in the SEC, so sorry. Typically, they're gonna face some more formidable opponents. That's just that.
I mean,
they just bring money.
I haven't looked at both of their schedules and compared. So
They have some good ones. I'm looking at they have some good wins, but like the Pittsburgh game and the Florida game, which is two that kind of pop out to me. Like you look at teams, and I'm this is me clearly. I know y'all gonna get at. I know y'all gonna say something. This is me not being biased right here. You look at what teams like Michigan has done. Michigan has not been in a dogfight all year. Take that back. Maryland,
take that back.
Maryland is that was their only one score game. But even that, it was a garbage time into the game throw that got that touchdown. I was it. And it was like 5 seconds less. That's why it's one score. Other than Michigan has not trailed. Only 5% of their snaps have been when they're trailing. 5%. 5. But look at teams like that, like Michigan. TCU's been doing good. But Tennessee, I understand the one. I understand the hype, but I just don't get why Georgia's 3. I don't get why Georgia's 3. I don't get why Clemson. I know we're going to get into that I don't get why Clemson's 4. I don't get why TCU is 8. I don't understand that. I don't understand why the Oregon's right behind them. I don't get that. But
I want to say I was wrong. I was wrong about Alabama. They're also not as good as I thought they were.
They're not.
So
you just kept saying it's still Bama. It's still Bama. It's year to
year.
That's what the old heads say that.
I know, but I've been wanting to tell you this, but I'm glad you finally accepted.
All right, let me. You ain't gotta throw everything on me. But Alabama again barely beat before they played Tennessee. Who they barely
barely beat Texas A&M and Texas.
Yeah, exactly. So honestly, was that Tennessee win look that good? Because Tennessee barely beat them. So I don't think Tennessee should be number one. I still think
that's a good point.
I'll put Ohio State as number one, but I think Georgia and Ohio State could be a toss-up. Tennessee should be 3 at best. That's my opinion.
I think
not to foreshadow anything, but what would y'all's top 10 be?
Georgia, Tennessee,
I don't know about
Ohio State. I'm putting Michigan at 4. I'm putting Michigan at 4. I'm putting TCU at 5. I guess I could put Alabama in at 6. Then I'm putting Clemson at 7, Oregon at 8, 9. I think who's 9? I think 9, 10. I'll keep it same.
USC.
I'll put USC at 9. LSU, get them out.
I think Penn State better than LSU.
Me too. I do. It's just because it is this whole ranking.
I'm still iffy about LSU.
It's brand bias. It's not SEC bias. It's brand bias. This whole college football committee has been brand bias. Clemson. All right, we let's just go. We about to go in on Clemson now. Clemson.
Excuse me.
Clemson has almost lost
literally...
3. All right, I'm calm down. They went to 3 overtimes with Wake Forest. They're in a dogfight with NC State. Then they were in until late in the Florida State game. They finally pulled away. They were having trouble with that. They had to put in their backup quarterback to beat Syracuse, who got smashed by Notre Dame, who they had to face this week. Let's keep that in mind, which I do think Notre Dame will beat Clemson, and I think LSU will be Alabama. You heard that here. I'm not going any further than that. Clemson is just not.
On what now?
Clemson, I will say yes. Clemson can win out. They can win out. But I think putting them over teams like Michigan and TCU is disrespectful. TCU has beat Kansas State. They've beat Oklahoma. They've beat Texas. I think I beat Texas yet. I'm not sure. Texas. They beat Oklahoma State. They have 4 ranked wins. And let's get this straight. They beat all these same teams back to back weeks in 1 month.
Shut out Oklahoma State.
They shut out Oklahoma State. Yes, they shut out Oklahoma State. You're telling me that this team has better wins. They have more ranked wins. They face better opponents. Is 3 rankings behind Clemson, who struggled and doesn't have a quarterback. They don't have an identity. Yeah, TCU got put 4 3 rankings behind a team that doesn't have an identity right now. They don't.
They're 5. Aren't they 5?
No, TCU
is 6.
7. TCU is 8.
TCU is 7 behind.
7. Thank you.
Okay,
They're 7.
okay.
But I think TCU is playing better. TCU's playing better than Bama. They could be more real than Michigan, but I need to see a little bit more.
Well, Michigan play Ohio State. If Michigan loses, then
Michigan, I got real upset about that. You know, my boys in blue. I went to the Michigan State game. Just put that out there. I saw it was electric. Boy got beat down, but it was whatever.
Nah, y'all was in there in the locker room fighting. I saw that.
Yeah, we can't talk about that.
Boy got curbs, huh?
Yeah. But Michigan, Michigan fans, I need to tell y'all this. Y'all should not be worried at all about these rankings because if y'all win out, it solves everything. That's literally it. Y'all win out, everything. That's it.
That's easier said than done.
And they honestly, Ohio State could be back in the top 4, even if Michigan does beat them. They could very well could be.
So it's just crazy to see like how different it was from the AP. Like it's always different, but they completely shocked me when I saw Alabama was over TCU. Like, of course, it's Bama, and TCU came out of nowhere with this, but I just don't see how you put a one-loss team over an undefeated team, especially like with Bama's schedule. It's not like they were playing back-to-back incredibly hard games. They lost a game. They struggled with a couple of games. I don't get it.
Did TCU beat?
I just want to know the process.
You know what the process is.
Did TCU beat Texas yet?
Did they beat? I don't think they played.
If they face Texas and they beat them worse than Texas,
on the 12th.
We need to see TCU over Alabama. You need to.
Do you think TCU can beat Alabama? That's probably what they're thinking about.
No.
That's not what they're
thinking about. Then why did they say about Clemson? Clemson cannot beat. They can't beat Tennessee. They cannot beat Ohio State. They can't beat Michigan. They can't beat Alabama. They can't beat TCU. I think all 5 of those teams, maybe TCU. I don't know about TCU. All 4 of those teams I just listed would absolutely dominate Clemson. It wouldn't be close. Yes, it wouldn't be close. Would not be close.
I think you disrespect Clemson just a little bit.
It wouldn't be close. Clemson don't have a quarterback.
See, I ain't gonna say disrespectful, but Reek does have a point. I feel like it's, even though I hate this thing where it's like it's still Bama, it's still Clemson. I hate it, but it's true. Because it's like at the end of the day, I feel like players play up the games like that. You know, if Georgia walks into Death Valley, they're not gonna play like how they play for Syracuse. You know what I mean?
But then
stuff like that.
Can we say that about Tennessee? It's still Tennessee.
I mean, you got Bama and Clemson kind of earned the benefit of the doubt over the last couple of years. So Tennessee kind of got to do this over time to get the it's still Tennessee.
I don't like that because Clemson had a terrible year last year. Terrible for their standard. It's pretty bad. Actually, no, it was a bad year last year. And then we still want to hold them to the same standard they had with totally different players before COVID and all that. We're going to hold them to that same standard with Trevor Lawrence.
That's why I said I hate it, but it's true at times because it's like, because they're still undefeated and they're still in that ACC, so that's another reason they're going to get looked at, because the conference they just run through that conference every year.
They didn't run through it this year. They took a little jog or what they jogged through. Yeah, give them that. They jogged, but they did not run through that thing.
They're unscathed to this point.
I don't know. I'm calling that Notre Dame game, and it's at Notre Dame too.
That's what I said. I said the same thing because Notre Dame, they just blew out Syracuse.
They did
by 3 touchdowns.
It wasn't close. And it was at Syracuse too. Syracuse had to come to Clemson, to Death Valley. This was at Syracuse, and almost won it. So I don't.
So if Notre Dame if Clemson beat Notre Dame handily, are you guys?
Clemson won't be. Clemson won't even be in the top 8. They won't even be in the top 8.
No, if Clemson beat Notre Dame handily, will you guys change your opinion on Clemson?
Oh,
I'll leave them alone to the playoff.
Me too.
I'll leave them alone to the playoff.
If Clemson beats,
they had to beat them handily, and they had to beat South Carolina.
I agree.
Even though I still think South Carolina sucks. That's just it's always a game between them two. So
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I agree. If Clemson beats the crap out of Notre Dame, I will leave them alone. I won't say another word about them. I'm like, okay, y'all got it. I will. DJ comes out throwing 400 yards or whatever, I won't say another word about him. But until then, I'm not buying it. I'm not buying it.
For real.
Jamie?
I don't know. I just think AP poll is ridiculous. This is even more ridiculous. Y'all already know. I've said it time and time again.
Go ahead. No, I'm sorry. I was just saying that's the only thing I don't really like about college football is it's just so opinion based, but they have no other way to do it.
Yeah, because it's not black and white like the NFL.
The playoff little televised thing they started doing, the playoff rankings, is just a freaking spectacle. And it makes me so mad. All they do is put people in the top 4 who they think are gonna get rankings. Usually, Cincinnati, you brought it up, that was the exception last year. Who are you? They're gonna put people in the top 4 who they think are gonna get them views and who are popular, and that's that. Like, you will not ever change my mind. That's why TCU won't probably be up there unless they really shine the next 4 weeks, because they're TCU.
No, the only way they would make it is if the other top teams lose games.
That's what I'm saying. And even if the top teams lose, there's still a chance they stay in, because TCU is TCU. They're from the lowly Big 12. They're just Texas Christian University, the Horned Frogs. Like, no one cares. No one cares.
But see, I don't get the logic behind that, because it's like, I would like, obviously you wouldn't want to see App State playing Bama or something like that, but a TCU and Tennessee game is interesting.
I want to see that.
It's different. It's interesting.
Yeah, we tired of seeing the same teams over there.
We are, but the majority of casual football fans are like, oh, Alabama, Ohio State.
Yeah.
Like the big teams. That's what they want to see.
It's more Alabama fans than neutral fans.
We are like, oh my gosh, like, how cool would it be to see these two teams that hardly ever play each other? Great teams go at it. That's cool for us.
And we always know it's not always about football.
Correct.
That too. That's true.
Bottom line to me.
Yes.
Y'all see who's on the board, right?
It's a business.
On the college football playoff committee. It's not Kirk Herbstreit. It's not Lee Corso. It's not Desmond Howard and all them. No, it's like ADs, presidents.
I'm about to say it's the athletic director.
Athletic director, yeah, stuff like that.
Your dad on there? Your dad on there?
No, not yet. We'll give Dr. Lou some time.
Mr. Prez.
Mr. Prez.
Oh, well, he know I'd be in his ear, boy.
I was gonna say,
absolutely, I would.
Well,
you better,
Mr. Lewis, now come on now.
What if he the only vote to keep Michigan out after playoffs one year?
Hey, he come
send me that clip. I got an email.
Hey, son, I had to do it, son. I'm sorry.
He gonna disown Tobias. Tobias gonna disown his father.
I don't know what to say.
That would be hilarious.
I don't know.
That would be hilarious.
But Jay, I got a question for all y'all. The Georgia ranking. I know we breezed over it. How do y'all feel about it?
Me personally, I'm okay with Tennessee being number 1, like I said. But I think we should be number 2. I feel like we've been a little more tested than y'all at this point of the season. Even though we haven't played a huge game, we've had to battle and come out of some sticky situations to keep ourselves undefeated. As far as y'all's closest game was what, Notre Dame?
Yeah, but that's why I feel like we're playing who's on our schedule. Yeah, they picked a lot of their schedule, but we're doing what they're doing what they're supposed to do. Georgia's playing well at most of these games at the end of the game. But that's why I just think we're doing what we're supposed to do. You guys are doing what you're supposed to do for part of the game, if that makes sense. But
yeah, this week will show us if we're where we're supposed to be at. This week will show us.
Then
y'all will have Michigan in a couple of weeks.
Who Georgia play this week?
They play Tennessee.
But at the end of the day, it does at this point, like, it doesn't matter if you're 3 or if you're 2, because 1, 2, and 3 gonna play each other.
All 4 top.
You're already in. You're in. So just be in at this point. If you know you're gonna win out and you're gonna win out fine, who cares? I don't care if I'm number 1. I don't care if I'm number 3. I'm in.
I'm wondering, I was looking at it. I'm wondering if Tennessee or Georgia, if you really don't want to win this game. Honestly. Think about that. Like,
Tennessee can afford to lose. We can't.
I don't think Tennessee can afford to lose.
They have a chance because they'll play a rematch with Bama most likely in this.
We don't know about that. We don't know because
I said most likely.
They face LSU this week. Now
that
it's at LSU in a night game.
LSU this week. I'm going for LSU this week.
It's a Death Valley. It's a night game in Death Valley. We know what happens in Death Valley. We already know what happens in Death Valley. They said that's where.
Yeah, you don't want to risk a loss just because you're gonna mess around and not play that game, but then other teams are gonna shoot up over you. TCU gonna mess around and shoot up over you, and because of that one loss. I don't think you just want to risk it.
Like I said, we can't risk it. We have to play. Our margin for error is 0 for the rest of the year, and Like that's the only way we get in the playoff. We have to go to SEC championship. Now, whether we win or lose that depends on who we playing. But this week is our season. That's basically what it comes down to.
Top three, I think y'all are okay. I honestly think y'all are okay. But like for TCU, Michigan and Clemson, I think the committee has already shown that. Like it's basically put a statement out. You're under the microscope. That's what it means.
Clemson's under less of a microscope than the rest of them, though. I feel like they just want to throw them in there.
Honestly, it could be different next week. Honestly,
if they beat Notre Dame by a field goal this weekend, they'll still be 4. I can honestly see that. I can see that.
I hate that so much. That's
what I'm saying. I see that's just what they're doing.
Because TCU's playing they're playing much better than Clemson right now. They're playing so much better than Clemson. Like,
all right, y'all. I think we gotta move on.
Yeah. All right. We have. Well, I'm just gonna pass the mic on over to my boy Malin. Introduce yourself.
Oh, yeah. So it is November 3rd today. So with that being said, beginning of the month, we got Jay's top 5 again. And I was just looking back at last month's top 5. It's honestly crazy how stuff just works out that way. I ain't gonna repeat the last top 5 or whatever, but
no, repeat it.
Yeah,
you should repeat it.
All right. Well, for college, at the beginning of October, I had UGA, Bama, Ohio State, Michigan, and Kentucky. And that's why I went ahead and start laughing. Because I knew Toe was going to say something. I just went ahead and start laughing. All right. And so for November, coming in November, this is what it looks like now. I got Tennessee. That's just crazy to even see them go from nowhere near it to 1. UGA, Ohio State, Michigan, and then Clemson. The only reason Clemson is there is because they're undefeated, I swear. But I personally think Bama might be still better, but I'm not gonna do that for the sake of the records and all that. And then, bro, take that off.
I know.
Go blue. Go blue.
And then last month's NFL, I had, well, this one's honestly kind of similar, but I had the Bills, Eagles, Chiefs, Dolphins, and the Bucks.
Say NFL again. You said Bills, Eagles, Chiefs, Dolphins, and the Bucks.
The Dolphins and the Bucks.
The Bucks.
That was last month.
That was last month. All I know.
That was last month. This month for NFL, I got Bills, Eagles, Chiefs, Vikings, and Ravens.
You still got the Bills number 1?
Bills, Eagles, Chiefs, no Dolphins.
Yeah. See, I was waiting for you to say something about that. Even though the Eagles are undefeated, I just don't. They haven't been as tested as the Bills.
All right.
Bills been tested.
Josh Allen has not played
hold
well
on.
in
Why
the
you
recent
starting
weeks.
off with the quarterback? There we go with this quarterback. You love.
No. Let me. I'm about to compare.
All right, go ahead.
Josh Allen has not played well in recent weeks. Yeah, they're still winning games. But if one, they should have lost to the Ravens. I think I said that before. The Ravens was just on that losing games at the end of the fourth quarter run. I don't know what was going there. And then I forgot who they played after that. And then this past week they played the Packers, and they started off really, really hot. And if the Packers was just any sign of what they used to be, they would have came back and beat them. Because Josh Allen threw, I think, like 2 or 3 straight picks, horrible picks.
He did.
And the Packers just couldn't.
They should have blew them out that game.
Mm-hmm. Packers just couldn't score. Whereas the Eagles, I think Jalen Hurts and AJ Brown, they had 3 first half touchdowns. Miles Sanders is going crazy. Defense going crazy. I think they just got another big defensive player in a trade, and they're undefeated. So that's where. Outside of that, I think all the other ones are good. I just think the Eagles should be over the Bills.
I just think that goes into strength of conference, because how weak the NFC is compared to the AFC is just like that's what I'm looking at. Like the Eagles, what is their closest game? I don't even think they've had one.
Maybe the Cowboys. Did they? Let me see. I'm gonna look it up. I think the Cowboys game was close. They beat destroyed the Steelers. They barely beat the Cardinals. That's not a good win. The Cardinals are horrible. They destroyed the Vikings. The Vikings are on year number 4.
That's their one loss too.
The Vikings, yeah. They beat the Commanders, Lions, barely beat the Lions. That was week 1 though. And Jaguars and the Cowboys. So
like you just went through that list. They're solid, but if you go to the Bills list, it's you know how that looks. Just the Eagles, they just haven't been as tested. Like I want to see them go up against a number 1 defense or something.
The Bills beat the Rams, who we know aren't that good anymore. The Titans, at the beginning of the season, the Titans weren't that good. They're good now. The Dolphins beat them. They beat the Ravens, talked about that, destroyed the Steelers, barely beat the Chiefs, and then the Packers game. How come the Steelers always the ones that getting destroyed?
Hey, why are you? What is up with the? Dude, I stayed quiet. I was quiet the whole time. He kept saying Steelers. Steelers like, all right, don't say nothing. He keeps saying Steelers. I know we bad. You just had to take it there. I was giving you a bunch of pads. You just kept saying it.
I was reading both the schedules. They just happen to get destroyed by both teams.
Oh my God.
I mean, they're good teams,
but since you want to go there, this is not retaliation. I was thinking it the whole time. I was waiting for y'all to pause. Who do y'all think is better, the Dolphins or the Ravens at this point? I think the Dolphins are better as a team.
I think it's the Ravens.
Really?
I'm picking the Ravens.
That's an easy answer.
I'm sorry.
He's so good. He's loving it right now. He's
I'm sorry, and I know this is contradictory to what I said. This is contradicting to what I said earlier the week about quarterbacks. But if we're going to the playoff game, I trust Lamar Jackson more than Tua. That's what I'm going with.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
And again, bro,
and Baltimore's a cold weather team, and you know that plays a factor in the playoffs in the NFL.
And again, when we had them up by
like us
3 touchdowns, and it was just like 5 minutes of just horrible football. We really blew them out.
They should have already beat the Dolphins already.
Yeah, we really blew them out. It was just 5 minutes of the worst football I've ever seen by the defense.
Jamie, any changes you make them either of my top 5?
Put the Steelers at 5.
No, why would I do that? Y'all are 10 spots behind the Falcons.
Hey.
No, that's crazy.
Hey, don't need to beat it. Don't beat a dead horse. Leave it alone. Leave it alone.
No, I think it's fine. Dolphins, Ravens could be interchangeable, but if we're talking like you just said, if we're in a playoff situation and you're looking solely really at quarterback, I'm taking Lamar every time because the Bucs are going to sign it anyway. Hashtag sign Lamar. Hashtag go Bucs.
Hashtag pay that man.
Hashtag rise up.
Pay him, Bucks.
Hashtag
Pay
big
him,
trust.
Bucks.
Hashtag the standard is not the standard.
You don't get no good hashtag.
Yeah,
wait, I just thought about it. Jalen, since we all been appointed teams in other sports, who is your NFL team?
He was a Steelers fan till now. Now he's flaking.
He don't ever say nothing about him.
He never say anything.
He ain't never say nothing about him.
Flaking on us.
I already told Tobias I jumped ship a long time ago.
So where?
I'm just in the ocean at this point. I'm just swimming
hoping to hang on to
all y'all fans.
I'll stick by him though, because when they do good, I'm definitely gonna be right back on that.
Well, on a real note though, bolt up, baby, bolt up.
Okay, on a real note, it's hot take time, and you better not take me off.
All right, have you seen between Oregon, USC, and UCLA? Have you watched those teams at all? Follow them.
Not heavily, but I know they're all 3 highly ranked.
What are you getting at?
Correct.
I'm just saying because I don't think it's gonna be y'all gonna know. I was gonna say I think UCLA can make the college football playoffs.
Close your laptop. Closing. Scripture of the week, Malin.
I can tell you right now that's hot take.
Y'all ready? Y'all want me to do it?
No, we doing it now. We doing it now.
You already said it. You act like this ain't live.
We had to
This
clip
is
this.
live, baby. It's live, baby.
We gotta clip this.
No.
All
right.
live, baby.
Oh,
We already got the reactions.
This isn't the group chat. This is the real thing.
Oh my goodness. All right, yeah, but all right. I think UCLA can make the college football playoffs. Let me tell you how. A lot of stuff has to happen. It's a possibility, though. I think. First off, you need Michigan to lose. You're gonna need Tennessee. Clemson's gonna lose. I'm sorry, Clemson's gonna lose. Who's UCLA? UCLA's one loss, I believe, was to.
It was Oregon.
Oregon. If Oregon loses, I think they face another Pac-12 team. If Oregon loses between now and the end of the season, UCLA is in. They're in. UCLA also has to face USC as well. Those are 3 quality wins they got right there. So,
But Oregon loses and it makes UCLA's loss to them look worse.
but if they lose to a ranked opponent, let's say that. Let's look at the schedules real quick while we're talking about the schedule. So UCLA
beat they got one nice win in there, I think.
Yeah, they have a good bit of nice ones actually.
I remember they beat what's the team? I can't think of the team. Let me see.
They beat it was Washington. Washington was one because Washington was ranked and they were hot at the time and they cooled them down. Faced Washington. Then they beat Utah.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Utah actually. Yeah, that's the team. That's what I thought was gonna be real.
They got beat by Oregon. They got beat by Oregon. They whooped Stanford, and then they have Arizona State, Arizona. Then they face USC, and I think that's the one that could make them actually contenders for the college football playoffs.
Well, that's steaming. So.
Yeah, that's a hot take. That's they could go undefeated and they won't make it. They won't make it. They won't make it. Alabama could lose.
They won't make it.
That's why it's a hot take, baby.
Alabama could lose 3 games, and they're gonna make it over UCLA.
Well,
and the SEC, two lost teams gonna make it in over them.
Well, they're not digging my hot take this week on that final note. Actually,
we never are.
I forgot. I got to do the scripture. I was about to go ahead and start my pump it up.
My name is on there, sir.
Right? Can you read?
Name is on there.
Hello.
Don't you make this?
I must have not. I didn't I didn't update the itinerary. My apologies. You go ahead, Malin. You can go ahead.
Malin, bring us the word.
It was already pulled up and everything.
Brother Williams, please say your scripture.
Well,
oh my God.
I hope everybody having a nice evening or whatever time y'all watching this.
I got something to say.
A little Jesus in your heart. All right, Colossians 3:15. Let the peace of Christ rule in your hearts. Since as members of one body, you were called to peace and be thankful. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Hey, I was looking up something while we was doing this, and I don't know when he said this, but I guess Odell was doing something crazy, and Ray Lewis was like, Odell has taken God out of his life, and when you take out God, there's chaos. I was like,
preach it, right? Preach it, right? Hey, Ray had to pray the
I was like, when did he say that, and why would he say that? He was on
Why would he
Colin's.
say that?
What was he doing to make him say that?
He was on Colin's show.
What did he do to make them that mad?
What did he do to make them mad?
All right. On that final note, I'm gonna say, go Blue, baby. We're gonna be in top 4. I ain't worried right now. I ain't worried about it. I'm pretty sure they got the Ohio States and I was gonna say Oklahoma, but it's all right. UGAs and everything else. Jamie, I appreciate you. Anyways, we'll see y'all next week. Throw up the deuces.
Bye. Go Ravens.